And welcome along. It is great to have you come today. We will start the show properly in just a second. I do apologise for the short delay, and I do apologise for the darkness around my picture. I'm a real person, and I'm not sitting in the dark. I'm just in a hotel. I'm away for the start of the America's Cup racing tomorrow. I'm talking to watch that. Heading out the boat tomorrow, and just where we're staying. I'll do some work and see if I can make myself. So we have got myself sitting in the dark, Simon sitting in a hoodie, hiding his haircut. Joining us today are Shukri and Henry. And look, first of all, thanks a lot for joining us today. Today's show was is about Shukri. And this trade he did where in the last 5 months, he's turned $1,000 into over $300,000. And we're going to ask him to go into that and talk about that in a little bit more detail. But we've also asked Simon and Henry to come along. And Simon and Henry are students of Shukri's. And they're also going to talk a little bit about some of the bigger trades they've taken in their time working with Shukri, how they found them, and what sort of returns they are making doing this. Look, we've got Shukri back. He's an incredibly popular guest on the show. Last time he was in, he was talking about, we've had Simon and him in a couple of weeks in a row, talking about Simon's recent success and Shukri's recent success. We've now got Simon up just over $1 million US dollars and Shukri up just over $1 million Singapore dollars from crypto. So to me, it's pretty clear it's an amazing market and that there's an opportunity here that won't last forever. And it's one that you're still looking for experts. I'm going to start off. I'm going to ask all three of my guests today, before I get too much into Shukri in this trade, how many people did they find before they found someone who could actually help them with this? So Simon, how many crypto experts have you tried to find that when you got there they weren't really crypto experts?
One who I found in September who took $10,000 off me and never gave it back.
It doesn't sound very good. Have you had no one else online? None of the guys online you've had a bit of a follow and thought they're not that good?
Yeah. We've sorted through lots and lots of the guys online, but there's a lot of rubbish out there. There's only 2 or 3 we trust. One of them's up there in the top left-hand corner.
Look, so one of the things that we believe is the key, right? And it's the same for all of this stuff, right? Look, as a company, and we work in education, you've got to work out at some stage whether you're here to sell courses or whether you're here to teach people. And it's really easier to sell courses. Teaching people takes a real commitment. And I'm suggesting to you that the hardest part of crypto that I can find is that the internet seems to be full of people claiming to be miracle workers who know bugger all about it. In fact, some of them seem to know less about it than me, which I thought was amazing. Finding real experts isn't that easy, is it?
Absolutely not. It's not easy at all.
Henry, how about you? Have you had a look around? Is there any others that you've had a look at who, what percentage of them do you think are real? What percentage of them do you think don't quite cut the mustard?
So before I signed up for the Moon course, it was in November last year. So before I'm still learning about crypto. Because last year was people were looking. It's getting hot, the market. So I went online, look at some. I think I paid for some courses. I went to. I think some they don't definitely teach you to buy Bitcoin, which is hold until 10x. But so that's my background. But this course is way more.
Henry, we're having major problems with your audio. A lot of interruption coming through. I don't know if it's. Look, I'm on hotel Wi-Fi, so just checking. Is it just me having some problems, or is everyone having some problems?
I can hear the issues.
Can you guys hear me?
Okay.
That's better.
Yeah.
That's better. Yeah. Well, still a little bit there. Still a little bit of stuff coming through the background.
I'll
mute while you're talking just to make sure it's not me. Let's try again, Henry. What were you saying?
Can you hear me now? Is it good?
It's better.
Is it better than before? I saw a message here. So yeah, so pretty much I did some research on different courses on cryptocurrency last year, and nothing. I couldn't, and they don't teach you very much. His free show already teaching you a lot already. So when I signed up, obviously when I signed up for his book, the morning course, way more. Like Shukri goes into the ecosystem, the ICOs, or which corner gonna have a big return, rather than just like 2x, 3x. Can you hear that? Hope so. Oh,
Still in that a little bit, to be fair. Look, Henry, what I might do is I might ask you to log out and log back in, and see if you can do on your headset. Maybe come off headset and go to microphone. See what you can do, and I will. We will keep going with Simon and Shukri and come back to you a little bit later on if that's okay. Can
let me try test this crap. Hello.
We're still getting it.
Do
you have a microphone on your computer?
Hello. Is better? Wait.
Yeah, better.
Is that better now?
It seems to be. It can be a bit hard to tell.
No, this is the best microphone. This is the one I always used. Well,
okay.
Let me just try something.
Okay.
Look,
I'm going to ask you just while you're trying something, do you mind muting, and we'll push on and you can come back as soon as you're ready, okay?
Yeah, we'll just push on. Okay.
Fantastic. Rightio, so we've talked a little bit about finding the right people, and I think that in the crypto space, finding the right people is pretty important. Well, for me, I find it stunning. I think what Henry was trying to say there was that there's a lot of people who in a full program teach you less than crypto than Shukri teaches you in the free stuff. So let's hear a little bit more about it, Shukri. You bought a coin called Flow.
Yeah.
It cost you around $1,000.
Yeah.
And it's now worth how much?
Now we're $321,420 based on the current price. But it's more than that. I think when we buy into crypto or these type of cryptos, which are the new ones, I think you have to understand the ecosystem. So Paul, may I take the screen for a while? Because I think context is so crucial. I mean, everyone likes this screen, right? It was sold at 10 cents. It debuted at about $5, 50x. Suddenly in February, you see it goes up. This is when the NFT boom really went up. NFTs are like collectibles. If you don't understand it, just say they're collectibles, okay? They're very valuable collectibles like Mona Lisa, etc. LeBron James moments and all of that. So in February, what happened was the total sales of NFTs during February was more than all of last year. So that really drove flow up. It even came up to $42, which means my stake was once worth 420,000. So this is like losing 100,000. You don't feel anything, it's like, okay, never mind. We'll just wait. But I just want to show you the context so that you don't get intimidated by this. How do we get these gains? Okay, here it is. This is Dapper Labs out of Vancouver, British Columbia. You guys know I always go there, right? So Vancouver, last time at least, Vancouver is the capital of the gaming industry, actually. Electronic Arts is there, and they have a lot of good startups. And you look at the typical, this is how you fund companies, right? Your seed funding to come out with a beta product, and then you have venture funding in Series A, B, C, mezzanine, pre-IPO, IPO. Now, in the normal world, guys, we can't even touch this. Even the accredited investors can't even go here. Just ain't gonna do it. You probably may come here. This is all for venture capital. Okay, the angels come earlier, but the angels are very rich people, and they're willing to lose their money. So in crypto, and only in crypto, you can get in at the seed funding stage. We came in at 10 cents. It was the same price as people who got into the seed funding because they were just coming out with this beta product called NBA Top Shots. It's easy to say now, but during that time, there were not a lot of positive vibes about NFT. Now, the good thing about Dapper Labs is they came out with a product before called Crypto Kitties, but that was, if you read the press at that time, that was deemed a one-hit wonder, and that was it. Nobody knew how NFTs were supposed to be at that time. Now it's different. Look, we got in at the seed funding. Look at where the venture funding is coming now. Hey, isn't that cool? All the big boys are coming later than us. Isn't that cool? I mean, they're buying at a 2 billion valuation. Yeah. Only in crypto can this happen. The small guy, hey, I got it earlier than you. Okay. You're like a genius, right? Amazing, right? So, and now it's the 2 billion valuation. So now it's a different game. Now, the fact is that at that time, you really didn't know. The crypto market wasn't doing very well. And that's why I say to people, when you've done all your studies, you don't know the future. The only thing you can control is, hey, if I am given 1,000 to invest, is that going to break my bank if it fails? Because it could have failed. That's all. There is no other way to evaluate this. This is truly new startups. And I learned this in Stanford, of course, because when you spread this over 10, 1 or 2 is all you need to actually go up to the moon. So you just take it. Okay, make sure that whatever you can lose, this is, of course, part of the 10. I was willing to lose 10,000 US anyway, knowing that, if I put it 1,000 in 10 companies, 2 would go up and the rest would fail. It's okay. And that's the only reason that I use. Now, look at it now. Now it's easy to see, Flo, we could have known that. Of course you could have known that. Oh, this is Simon's favorite. Pancakes.
Shukri, can I jump in for a second? I just want to check the numbers on this right.
Yeah.
How much did you buy it for?
10 cents.
10 cents, that's now $40.
Yeah, it's now 32.21.
32.21. So it's 10 cents.
Yes.
So a dollar is 10 to 1. So $10 is 100 to 1. So 300 to 1, right?
Yeah.
Look, pretty cool. Now, we've got a comment here from Fad, and I just think it's really cool. We talked about Fad a little bit, but Fad goes, yeah, that's the Shukri magic. He's able to find it first before all. This is your thing, right? Your thing is helping to find these ones that are going to go, right?
Yeah. That's a skill not easily developed unless you want to pay a lot for Stanford education.
Yeah, look, and not only that, Shukri, you've got a few years experience at it now, right? And just finding these kind of things, right?
Correct. Yeah. I had a few years of experience trying to find all these, yeah. So you've got to find the application before it goes to number 3. Because once it goes to number 3 behind Pancake and Uniswap, this is going to be a 300, 400 times.
And getting into them, it takes us, you've got to have often, there's certain criteria to get in different ones of these. And this is, again, one of the things that people like you do is you say, well, yeah, I remember we were talking about a course that's coming up, actually. And you said to me, I wanted to, do the course and I've got to pay this and they're going to get this. And they've got to sign up to another course with another organization.
Yes,
and I said, oh, that's cool. And have a look what's the course. And it's a video course.
Yes,
and I'm like, why the hell are the guys doing crypto through a video course, right? And you're like, well, because to get these coins, you've got to do a video, and they're going to give you 20,000 coins if you do a video, and it's going to make a fortune. So we're going to learn video so we can get the coins, so we can make the money, right? And these are the things that if you're not living in this, you don't. This is why we have people like you and your friend Sidious to help us along to find this stuff, right?
Correct. And again, no, I have a lot of respect for YouTubers around in YouTube. There's a lot. But if you look at when they talked about the coins, I think I went in much earlier. I'm like, okay, cool. I use them to decide whether I'm just going to hodl on or take profit.
I like that. Look, so you bought it at 10 cents. It's now $32. We've got Simon. Simon, what's your sort of biggest winner?
Well, let's just quickly go back to flow, because during our first weekend with Shukri back in October, one of the first things he called was flow, and we were relatively newbies, not knowing what we were doing, but we kept an eye on this flow and we watched it, and we kept setting limit orders to buy a 50% retracement. And this went on for 2 months, and this thing would not retrace, and it just kept going and going and going. And we couldn't get in. Eventually, we got in January at $18, which is a lot more, a lot more than he got in. Currently, we're $18 and we're 33, so we're 2x on that, not 300x. So I think the point is, had we just gone in November or October and just bought the top of something, we'd have got it a lot cheaper than $18. Trying to be clever and buy that 50% retracement and get a good entry didn't do us any favors.
And Fed got in at $9. And look, Fed's another one who was on this program with you guys in November. Look, the truth is that one of the lessons from this, right, is that just do what Shukri says, right? He'll point you in the right direction. If he says buy it, just buy it. If you want to go buy something else as well, go and buy something else as well. But if Shukri says buy it, just buy it, because he hasn't picked just one or two of these, right?
No, he hasn't. He's picked quite a few of these. He's just picked another one called Casper Labs, which I'm sure he's going to talk about at some point. But yeah, he's picked loads of them. And it took us a couple of months to get some confidence and start playing properly and stop looking at charts and just buy the bloody thing and hold on to it.
Yeah, it's a different thing to trading forex or stocks, right? It's a different approach, right? You've just got to, someone's got to do the research and you've got to back him, right? And it's one of the things that, and when he goes to his Saturn course, it's going to be more of a team approach. Give us a bit of a rundown, Simon. What's an example of one that you've taken?
Bear with me. We took one on Monday, Eternity, Monday, March the 8th. Let me just get rid of this. We took it. It's currently at $8.72. We were $600 in, and we are currently worth $20,553, 3,000% in 4 days.
4 days, you took $600, turned it into $20,000.
Yeah, it's actually gone down 20% on this chart. So it was 20% higher than that yesterday. So that's one of them.
And this is one of the things about crypto, right? Is that and Fad, you're supposed to be. I love your feedback, Fad, but you're supposed to be in this show presenting, mate. If you're supposed to be here, you should be in talking with us, mate. You should be get Maya to let you in and make you a presenter, mate, so you can have a bit of say in this kind of stuff. I want to read what Fad said in a minute because it's pretty important. Cool. We'll get you in a second, Fad. So you brought this on Monday for $600, now $20,000. And here's what Fad said. I was talking about the earlier one. I bet you on that, Simon. Maybe only that. I got in at $9, lol. I want you guys who are listening to get this right. This is not a fluke. This is what Fad says is one of Shukri's students from the first one. I got almost 40 of these, which I think Simon has loads more. So you're talking about turning hundreds to tens of thousands, and he's got 40 of them. And this is stuff where Shukri, these are your everyday videos, your support videos to Crypto Moon. This is where, and so we're doing a free event on Sunday, right, where we're teaching people how to set up a wallet and how to have funds put in there. And if they want to join, they can do Crypto Moon. It's $1,500. You guarantee them $1,500 worth of deposits into their account. There's a bit more detail, which we'll talk about on Sunday. But then you give them a video every day, and these guys have hit 40 of these things where they turn less than $500 into more than $10,000. So this is your skill, Shukri, isn't it? It's finding this kind of stuff.
Yeah, finding the little guy first, and then it's different. See, this is what I defined by taking off orbit. After that, you guys can take care of yourself. Watch YouTube videos, read. You guys decide what you want to do with your life, okay? But getting you off orbit, that's my responsibility, okay?
And look, one of the things, guys, I'm really going to encourage you guys just to jump in as you want to jump into this some of this stuff, right? But when you start, Simon, you're not quite sure, you're nervous, you hesitate, you're not 100%, and then you start doing this kind of stuff, and results just start coming in, right?
Right. So you got to be a bit smart, I think. So what we did straight away on the first one we ever did is we took the profit from it, and we bought enough Poles, which is the Polka Starter donated token, and we bought enough poles with that profit to make sure that we got in every single ICO, IDO they pulled out thereafter. So recycling that first lot of profit gives us entry after entry after entry after entry for doing nothing. So whilst you guys say, yes, it's hard, it's not hard to spend $13,000, buy enough poles to make sure you get into every single ICO they put out.
So, and the $13,000 was profit off the first trade you did with Shukri. So
Correct.
basically put out $500, turned into $13,000, bought these poles. That's an imaginary thing that us non-crypto people don't really understand, but they allow you to go into these ICOs. Shukri picks them, he tells you. You do your own research as well, right? You do a bit of this kind of stuff yourself now?
Yeah, Shukri doesn't pick ours anymore. We kind of know what we're doing now, but the idea is you have to hold a certain amount of poles to be a tier 1 client, if you like. And if you hold 4,000 poles, you get straight into every single ICO. Josiah on my left here has one screen just dedicated on Twitter. There's a guy that does an ICO drops chart every week. So we've got a whiteboard above me here. We've got 1, 2, 3, about 10 up and coming ICOs that we're going to get into at least 3/4 of them, guaranteed.
So this
because we hold enough poles.
So I like this, Simon, right? It's 5 months. We've seen more than 40 of these, and you're now completely comfortable that what you've learned, you can apply on your own. You can stand up on your, so Shukri's got the knowledge. We've got the book of Sidious, which is Shukri's friend who helps him to get some information. Shukri does the research. He tells you guys, he explains his methodology clearly enough that now after 5 months, you can just go and do this yourself. You've got 10 coins you're going to get, you know how to do them, and you're going to pick up more of these things that go from $600 to $20,000.
That's correct. And we're going to do that on our own.
You know,
because he taught us how to.
Look, you know, Alan, look, who wants to come to Penang? Everybody. Who wants to come to Penang and show you how to do this? Alan, just come to the program and learn. There's no need to have us all come to Penang. We'll come to Penang and have a beer with you at some stage. Look, I've got Henry and Fad in the room. Fad, are you able to talk?
Yeah, mate, I'm here.
Hey, welcome, mate. Do you have camera or just voice for this?
Yeah, I'll try to get the cam in. How do I do this? It's my first time on Zoom, actually.
Look, I really appreciate you guys coming in and doing this. One thing I wanted today, look, this is Shukri's show, and we're talking about him taking $1,000 turning into $320,000. But what I want to do is I wanted to make sure that people understood that we're not talking about Shukri fluking this. We're talking about a repeatable pattern. How many of these have you been involved with, Fad?
Yeah, I've had about like almost 40 of the coins, but it's not all that like Simon mentioned goes to 10x. So I have like a few, probably about 10x's. Then the others, you know, you take profit as you go on, and if it doesn't, if it doesn't goes to where it should be, you just take profit and move on, go to the next one. What I can say about what Simon did, Simon puts in a more bigger capital, but the progress that I can see we have is similar. So probably he puts in like maybe 30,000 and he makes like 300,000, while I put in 300 and I make 30,000. So you see the progress is similar, but the capital we put in is different.
Yeah, let's be clear, Fad. Let's talk about a couple of things, right? Putting in 3,000 and making 50,000 is very relatable to the people watching this.
Yeah.
Right, it's very relatable to this. And let me just check on this, right? That's a program that cost you $1,500 and you've made $50,000 so far.
Yeah, in unrealized profits, I guess it's about there, I guess.
Sounds okay, mate.
Yeah.
And look, what we're saying, Fad, is that if and again, look, everyone does this differently, right? This is about sharing the knowledge, not that everyone has to do exactly the same thing. So Simon puts in some money at the start, which is more, and he multiplies it, and he's got more, and he's made more than $1 million.
Right.
You start with $3,000, you turn it into $50,000 unrealized. So this is crypto, right? That could go up or down 20% tomorrow, right?
Right. That's
no problem. Right? This happens all the time. That's just part of it.
Yeah.
But what that suggests is that you can probably turn the 50,000 into quite a lot of money in the next 5 months, right?
Yes, that's true. Yes, that's very true. It's it depends on I think where Shukri gives us the pointers, where to take profit and where to hold. That is the key, and that is where we follow him diligently.
Look at the smile. The
Yeah,
smile breaks out. We just see what he says, right?
right,
Look at them
right.
all laughing away in the background.
He's the Lord.
Well, he's got a friend called the Lord Sidious, but he. This is the thing, isn't it? That I think people sometimes it's really easy to lose the plot, right, and not understand this. This isn't luck. He's bloody good at this, right?
That is so true. That is so true. I can't believe it myself, actually.
And let's be fair, Fat. I'm presuming that if you put in $3,000 at the start, that you're a man of normal means, and $50,000 is pretty close to life changing for you. That allows you to do a few things you couldn't do 6 months ago, right?
Yeah, of course. I remembered joining ATW. It was kind of a leap of faith when I started joining ATW. I remembered meeting you, and yeah, it was at Suntec City, and it was the introduction to the FX course.
Yep, my
So
FP.
yeah, and Mikey talked to me, and you gave me the assurance, and that was one of the biggest decisions I've made. Apart from doing the crypto course. So since then, FX is a bit more challenging, but this is, I would say, if you follow the rules and you do it correctly, I think you should be on your way.
And,
look, it's one of the things, isn't it, that... Sorry, Simon, after you.
Skate, you wouldn't have done the crypto course had you not have joined ATW in the first place.
Yeah, that's true. ATW was the pathway.
And we're talking about, for mine, there's different markets, and forex is a market for mine. It's a long-term market to long-term wealth, and stocks and forex goes, for me, it goes like this. I don't know if you can see my hand, right? It goes like this, right? And you've got stocks, another option that we teach, and it tends to go more like this. It goes up quite quickly and it pops down quite quickly. And then you've got crypto, which right now goes up like this. And the thing is that the opportunity on crypto will not last forever. And you still need the skills to do the forex and the stocks and to understand the trading, all this kind of stuff, because crypto right now is get in and make as much money as you can before this world changes, because it can't go on like this, right? Everyone on the planet can't make 100 to 1 every time they do something. So you've got to get in and try and do the best you can at this point. Look, I'm going to see if Henry's ready to come back and join us as well. Henry, you any more success on the mic for you, Henry?
Can you guys hear me?
Can hear you a little. Got a little bit of a beep. It seems okay.
Oh crap! Well, let me see. Is it?
I think you're okay.
I'm okay.
He's on moon. He's on space.
I'm on moon. That's why can't hear me very well. Still good.
No, still a few beeps. Someone suggested you turn your phone off. Do you have your phone on?
Yes.
Maybe that's having some impact on the wireless between you. I don't think it is, but we can always put it off and turn it off, and we can check.
Yeah, turn off the what? Okay. Is it good?
Right now, it's good. Yeah.
Oh, it's good now. Okay.
Yeah, that is interesting. There you go. Thank you, Jura, for that. Thank you, Jura. Okay. So look, we've had a chat with a few people. Henry, I'm going to come back to you on this, and I might ask Fad this as well. What's your biggest investment to profit so far?
I would say the polls. Yeah, the polls.
What's an example?
Polls is the poker starter, like Simon mentioned, that you need to have a certain number of polls to enter the initial DEX offering. So that has gone, like I got that for $300, which has gone now to almost $5,000. I think $4,000 to $5,000 now.
So,
and Bitcoin, we got in at about 16,000, and now I think it's about 55. So that's also
that
3 to 4x.
Nice.
Yeah,
and
we got in early, so we were quite lucky also.
It's one of the things I really like this conversation, and I'll ask Simon about it in a few minutes because we'll come back to him. Henry, how about you? What's the biggest one you've made?
Oh, so for me, so pretty much I just buy all the recommendations Shukri recommended, like all this. I was was it Polkadot, Cardano, Kusama, Bitcoin, buy everything. The only regret I haven't done is I should have put more money, because now I think I'm up like, I think I put in about 30,000 on different coins. I think now it's like about 100,000 something. So the only regret that I didn't put more in. So I could have made $1 million like Simon. Because I look at my return was like 5 to 10x. Like,
Look,
and so
that's awesome,
yeah.
right? It's amazing, right? And look, I want to put this in context. What Simon's done is amazing, and what Shukri's done is amazing. But for the people at home, what Fed's done is amazing, and what you've done is amazing. And what we're saying here is that in 5 months, you've tripled your money. You paid $1,500 for a course where you've made $70,000. This is actually really important to people sitting at home deciding if they can do this or not. I'm going to ask you guys a few more questions. But one of the things that I really like, when we interviewed Simon, he said to us, look, I've just sold him a Bitcoin. And we're like, wow, he made a bit of money from Bitcoin. Why sell it? He said, well, because it's one thing for it to go from 10,000 to 50,000, but can it go from 50,000 to 250,000? And if it can't multiply like that, I'll put my money somewhere that can multiply like that, right? Still out of Bitcoin, Simon?
Yes, there's a story behind that though. We sold our Bitcoin as we spoke last time, 10 bags, 300,000. We recycled that 300,000 into paid network, which was something we were looking at. We like it. We get free IDOs. The IDOs are great. On Friday afternoon at 5 o'clock, it got hacked. And by 6 o'clock on Friday afternoon, our 300,000 investment into paid stood at 30,000. So that's 5 p.m. Friday to 6 p.m. Friday, 25% of the whole thing gone. That was a crappy weekend, but we did our research. We know the guys behind it. Shukri talked about it. We've looked at the team. It's a strong team. It's got solid fundamentals. Within 4 days, Paid have issued version 2 tokens, and already they're back up at $2. So within 5 days, we've gone from 300 to 40 up to 2, and we're confident that we're going to get back to where we were. That's the other side of it.
Let me because this is one of the things, right? If you're in crypto, it's volatile, and you've got to be prepared to sit there and watch money go up and down. But one of the things I'm going to ask you guys again, I might ask you guys each. We're going to do this. It appears to be taking it as a bit of a panel thing. Look, for mine, having somebody who can say to you, buy this and it's going to go up, is brilliant, right? But in truth, having somebody to ring and say, well, buddy, what the hell just happened here? You know, this has just crashed. They've hacked it. What do you think I should do? And having somebody, no one can tell you what to do with your money. That's up to you, right? But having someone who can say, look, just take a breath. Let's go and research this. Let's go and do a bit of that. Somebody just to calm you in those moments is priceless as well, right?
So he actually, Shukri rescued us on Sunday, because we had a Cobra crisis meeting here on Sunday. All doom and gloom. Oh no, we've lost 300 grand. And we just went back to basics and went, the fundamentals are good, the team's good. This is, you know, we've seen this before. We got hacked before. We got hacked with Cover right at the start. We got hacked with Harvest. Both of them came back. We were pretty sure we were going to be all right, but it was still doom and gloom. And as we were leaving where we are on Sunday at about 3 o'clock, one of Shukri's videos came up, and it was about, guys, pay. Don't worry about it. I love this stuff. I'm just going to buy it. I'm going to buy it. It's been hacked. I love buying hacked. And all of a sudden, all the smiles are back. And he was right.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? I think it's this little community that's growing. And look, I know one of the things that some of the people who've done this before are going to do is help out a little bit with the new people from this course. Now, for those that don't know, we've got a Shukri's on this weekend on Sunday, the 14th. He's doing his open a wallet and have people airdrop money into it. Next weekend, we're doing Crypto Moon, the 21st of March, and that's $1,500 to do, and that is sold out. So Shukri has agreed to do another one on the 27th and 28th of March, which is $1,500. Same program. Look, these things are going to sell out. You know, you've got people on this show repeatedly telling you that they're making massive multiples of money well past the cost. So we do have for the Sunday show. Last time Shukri's been teaching this program, we've had about 150 people register for his program. We've got well over 300 registered for this Sunday, so it's going to be packed. And we only have limited spaces for Sunday as well. At the end of the day, we have to be, the most important thing we have to do is be responsible and make sure that we keep the room sizes to a room where Shukri can teach it properly. And no point in me having 200 people do his program and make no money because he can't service it. So we work pretty closely with Shukri about the numbers. Sunday is the last time to do his intro course for some time, the free one. And I'm not sure even that can be free going forward with these kind of numbers. And the crypto moon, the next 2 weekends we'll do it. And again, numbers on that will be locked pretty tight. Now we will be doing at the end of this a bit of a draw. We are going to give someone a chance to get a bit of a discount off Shukri's course, as we always do every time we do this show. I also want to open this up to you. Now look, I love this stuff. I can, what a wonderful thing to do as the owner of Access to Wealth. I can sit here and talk about guys making piles of money. It's not the hardest job in the world to do that. I love doing it. But what I'd like to know is if you guys have any questions. If you have any questions for the team, just pop them in the questions box. You can do it on YouTube. You can do it on Facebook. We will ask them the question, and we will ask them the question.
Yeah. Before that, on paid network, as you guys know, right? I make a living buying hack coins. I just love hacks. Only one time I bought a hack coin. It went up like 3-4 times. The rest that I bought 4 or 5 times, it did a new all-time high. So I just love hacks. And after that paid hack, you know what happened? They're going to give us 3 IDOs guaranteed. So Simon's going to make even more money. Hello. And then they're also going to give us a 10% airdrop.
Let me ask you a question, Shukri, for the people in the room that aren't crypto guys. What the hell's an IDO?
IDO is where
it's been mentioned a lot of times. What's an IDO?
IDO is where you have a new coin that's listed on an exchange. It's like an IPO. Like yesterday, Roblox was listed. So you list it, and Flow was also an IDO. The IDO price was 10 cents, but when it came onto the exchanges, I think it was like $5. So it gives you that rocket up, like, hello.
Let me see if I can put this into layman's terms, right? So people come up with a coin, and it's called an ICO, initial coin offering.
Yes.
They sell it around, and their friends buy it, and this guy's buy it, and eventually the combined value of that gets high enough. And one of the big exchanges, Binance, Hobie, they go, "How about you list with us?" They put it in front of the public. The public goes, "Wham!" Value goes bang, right?
Yeah. There it goes. Yeah. And when you talk about the progression of coins, usually, after it goes from a small exchange to a bigger exchange, and really the final destination is actually Binance or Coinbase.
Yeah, you get to the big ones, right? When you get to the big ones. So a lot of these ones, if you can pick them up on some of the smaller exchanges, they're going to go and go and go as they go up the different exchanges along the way. What's the minimum capital required to join the game?
I always say like
3K
or 5K in any currency. Don't worry about the currency. Let me
ask you a question, Shukri, right?
Yeah.
5K in any currency is ideal, but really you can get into the game with $1,000, right?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
When you can 20x something, you can get in with any amount.
Yeah, look, But sometimes, Simon, just to be clear, right, to 20x something, sometimes you've got to buy something to get something to do this, or you can just buy it straight.
We didn't do that on our first one. We just did all the groundwork before, and our first one wasn't free. We obviously it was a lottery. We got in, we put our $300 in, we made 13,000, and we didn't. There was nothing we did money wise to make that happen. That was right at the start. So you can do it. You can do it with $100.
Fantastic. Look, that's a really nice answer for some of you. And look, I'm going to run through the questions. I'm going to ask you. Look, one thing I've been doing, I keep asking other guys instead of Shukri for the answers because he's the master. But any of you can jump in on this. Does anyone happen to know how many of these restrict US and Canadian participants?
Yeah. Canadian and US, unfortunately, are restricted more than the rest. And the next is Malaysia and Singapore. But we survive. But hey, lucky Aussies and UK. I don't see a lot of restrictions there. But the most restricted is actually Canada, US, and China. Sorry, China.
Shukri, can you get these guys from Canada and the US? Can they do this and make some money? Can you get them around the restrictions?
No, we can't get them around the restrictions.
I don't mean cheat the restrictions. I mean, is there
still
IDOs?
Yeah, because it's their regulation. And also when you go into some of these IDOs, like we as a Malaysian go, they're already they are already like you're supposed to say that you didn't buy this for a US guy. I don't know why the US is so strict.
So my wife's Canadian. She can't get into Casper, but she can get into Casper because I'm not Canadian. You've just got to find a way in.
Look, and having said that, though, Shukri, let me just see if I've got this right from you. If you're an American or Canadian, there's the IDO game is not available to you.
No.
Correctly. You've got to find a way, as Simon would say, which we would never say on a broadcast sent out to millions of people. You've got to find a way around the rules, right? So I wouldn't say that, right?
Yes.
My wife's American, and she doesn't seem to have too much trouble finding ways. She seems to be able to spend anything you can spend money on. She seems to be able to find it without any problem at all.
Because some of these have actually, I've seen that term. You shall not transfer this to an American wallet.
Look, not everyone has an American wallet. I learned my lesson. I bought a dip, unfortunately, after 4 hours wrecked. So, this is part of it, right?
Yeah.
Look, for gosh sake, guys, let's be really clear here. Let me just check this. Simon, what percentage of what you do works out?
80%. We're talking crypto, not forex.
Crypto, yeah, 80% works out, right?
80,
so
90%.
20% doesn't, and it's okay, right?
Yeah, it's fine.
Shukri?
Yeah, about 80, 85.
Fad?
Likewise, the same.
Henry?
Yeah, same. 80 to 90, something like that. Yeah.
So some stuff loses, right?
Yeah.
Some stuff doesn't work out, right? This isn't magic, right? We're in a financial market, right? We're just in a sweet spot in a financial market using a method that is not the same method as everybody else. Shukri shows you how to find stuff that other guys can't find, right?
Right. So far, the coins that I've yet to lose actually. I've not lost yet.
That is, and that is largely, and you are largely at this stage. So just again, for Fad and Henry, Simon's learnt the stuff. He can follow Shukri. He can do it on his own. Fad, following Shukri or doing a bit of your own stuff as well?
Yeah. I do follow some YouTubers like Coin Bureau. He is totally legit, and what he says will always complement what Shukri teaches. So that is where you will get more confidence, and that is where you get more education coming in.
Henry, what about you? Are you just following Shukri? You are just following Shukri, you said earlier, aren't you? You're just taking the advice, right?
I am, yeah, because I think with Shukri, I'm getting the best advice on cryptocurrency because he tells you the psychology. He explained it to you. Why is it good? Why this coin will pump, will go to 10x, and yeah, he explained everything. So it gave me the confidence to buy the coins. That's very important.
Look, one of the things that I love about what you guys do, and I don't know if it's different for you, but my understanding until very recently, Shukri never risked more than $1,000 on a coin. Is that the same for you? For the money you guys are making, you didn't risk 30,000 to make 90,000. You risked small parts of the 30,000 to make the 90,000, right? And for you as well, Fad.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Look,
that's the main reason I can sleep at night.
Yes, yeah. That's what I did too. Yeah.
It's part of it, isn't it? That what you don't want to do is blow the bank up chasing one big winner. You want to keep your money well spread. You want to spread it around and try and make different things with lots of money and not have any stress, right? Once the 2-day course is finished, how long do you access to Shukri's Telegram group?
Till the next season, which is mid-July, early August. There's always a season. We're like the English Premier League.
Plenty of time, and there are ways to keep access to that long term, right, Shukri?
Yeah, there are. Yeah.
What account should we fund before the Crypto Moon course?
Just fund one like Binance. Just put it in there first. But if the coin is not on there, then you should be able to go to another account. Just have it ready and open with all your KYC. And we have coins for everyone. Like we know Henry's from Australia, so we give you a limb, right? Did it go 10x, Henry? Did I make it?
Yes.
Today, the promise has been met.
Yes, that's right. Exactly. Yeah, I forgot to mention that there was an because I was Aussie. So
Yeah.
last year, I think Chris said he said an open con for you. So it was like 0.
Yeah, 0.02.
Now it's like 0.
Jimmy, I don't know what's happening, but we are back to losing every second word from you, I'm afraid, mate. Can you have another look and see what you can do on the sound? We will continue. I'm going to keep asking your questions to the guys. Look, I'm really appreciating you guys' time to share this kind of stuff.
Doesn't work, probably.
Where do we follow Shukri? Really, the best way to follow Shukri is to come in on Sunday and to do his program, and you'll get a chance to join Crypto Moon, the $1,500 program. Shukri's on the Actions to Wealth YouTube channel on Mondays and Wednesdays, 7:30 and 9 o'clock. Is that 8 and 9 o'clock? Is that right, Shukri?
Yeah. 8:45 on Monday and 8 on Wednesday.
Great. Is CoinList a good
Yes.
wallet? Is it coinlist.co or coinlist.me?
Very good. Yeah, coinlist.co. Yeah, that's a very good wallet.
That's where Flow came from.
Yeah.
Same place.
Yeah, and what things Asians cannot access? Okay, now we cannot access things in Malaysia and Singapore. I don't know why Singapore treats Malaysians as Singaporeans. That's not fair. But we can't, okay? And Singapore has a lot of good opportunities because it's kind of also the crypto capital of Asia, but we can't get access to it. So we're like the Americans, for opportunities in Singapore. We can't do it.
Wayne, those that go on to Crypto Moon should be in a chat group with. We're just talking to some of the people like Fad, Henry, Simon, to see whether they're prepared to help us with some chat groups on Telegram to give a bit of extra support. We will be back in contact on that on Sunday, talking a bit more about that. Do we need a wallet before Sunday? I think the answer is that the program is called How to Set Up a Wallet and Have Other People Put Money. So we will show you or Shukri will show you on Sunday how to set up 2 wallets. So he'll do that for you then. Never a bad thing. Look, the truth is that, and I talk about this a bit in the course, right? I talk about the Pane.
Yeah.
And the Pane is doing things like setting up wallets and providing ID because the crypto companies bizarrely enough, aren't great at it. The cameras aren't there. The technology is great, not great. Can be quite frustrating. Yeah. But setting up a wallet beforehand will do no harm. But on Sunday, you'll show them how to set up a wallet, right? Shukri?
Yeah. From the cash all to the wallet, send it to the exchange.
All that pain to turn 300 to 10 grand. Look, I don't mind doing that.
Look, it's one of the things, Simon, that I think that is quite it's funny because even I, every now and again, I send a shitty message to Shukri going, this thing's just crap, it won't work, And, it's in the moment you're doing it, it's really frustrating. Yeah. But really have one coin turn $1,000 to 20, 30, 40, $50,000. I think it's worth the trouble. And this is why guys are piling into it. And one of the things that I'm going to suggest to you is that when I look at crypto, here's what I see, right, is that there are more coins coming in, but largely I'm going to call it one market. And as people are making more and more money, people like you are telling your story, and more people are coming in and pouring money in. As they pour money in, they push the combined values up, right? Yeah. The truth is that while wallets are starting to get easier and easier to open, we're going to see more and more people open wallets, and they're going to push the money in and they're going to push the volume up. And this is why I think crypto's got a couple of years possibly left. It's because we still have people coming in for the greed. And look, why else would you buy crypto apart from the people think greed's a bad word? Look, it's not a bad word. Greed's about taking the money you spend and being selfish with it, taking the money you spend and looking after yourself and looking after your family. That's a great thing to do. That's a wonderful thing to do, right? Greed is driving people in. As long as people are coming in, the money is going to continue to build and the prices are going to continue to build. And it's a great place to be. And it's why you've got to get in now. And these wallets will get easier, and they are getting easier. They're amazingly different in 2 or 3. I remember 5 years ago trying to hold a newspaper, with the date on it, hold my ID. To get my wallet, I had to hold 3 different things in front of a camera at the same time. It was stupid, right? So it's getting easier and it'll continue to get easier. And as it does, I believe it'll continue to push it up. And this opportunity will end. But what you do want to do, it's like everything, right? If you're the last one in, you're in trouble. If you're not the last one in, things are going to go pretty well for you, in my opinion.
Yeah, don't be the last one in. And I already thought, because I'm from the future, right? I already thought about the formula for the last one in what Paul was saying just now, why we need to do a video. So at the last stage of this cycle, there's so many things you don't know what to do. So that's why people in Crypto Saturn, what we do is we do work for these crypto companies. We get free coins. Then it's just an issue. Simon coming in, hey, that last month I got 50K. Now I only get 10K. Well, hello, it's time to get out.
So
go work on your bar. Go work on your bar full time.
Crypto people give you coin.
Yes.
Helen's asking, you can use USD to buy even from Asia. Yes, you
Yes.
can use USD to buy. Helen, in this world, you can use USD to buy just about anything anywhere in the world, as far as I can work out. Look, I'm going to ask mine a minute if she can put the link into Sunday. It's the last time we're going to run this free. We've run it for the last 3 weekends. It's the last time we're going to run it. It's already packed, and we will break the link down at some point. So look, the Zoom that we use for this thing allows 500 people in. We've got 530 registered. Now, so we got 330 registered. 330 registered. We will keep a limit on this. And you saw Shukri's response. We need to make it at a level where he's comfortable to teach it. Look, I'm not sure if that is the free crypto class. Yes, it is. So click on that if you want to register for that and get in. And my advice to you on Sunday, we start at 10 to 10, jump in that room and make sure you're in that room and stay there for the day. And look, I really encourage you guys. Look, again, just as a person who does this, Zoom's an amazing thing, but here's the difference. If I put you in a room for a day and teach you, you will listen to me, and that's all you will do. If I put you into a Zoom class for a day and speak to you while I'm speaking to you, you will do the laundry, you will cook some food, you will be on a phone call, you will check your text, and while you're doing that, you're not learning. So I really encourage you guys on Sunday to get in early, to try and clear as much time as you possibly can in the day, and make sure you learn as much as you possibly can. Because while the follow-up's amazing, for those that join Crypto Moon, what we really want you guys is to take this knowledge and to be able to use it reasonably quickly. Look, if any people would like to join Crypto Moon, the course for the 27th and the 28th of March, I'll have pop that in there for you guys as well. We are going to do a prize draw in a few minutes. I'm also going to answer any more questions.
Oh, one more thing. Remember, guys, season 2 is from now until mid-July. Okay, like we don't have any classes. You have to wait till semester break for classes.
So one of the things I'm going to put that back into another language for you. That we're teaching in March because Shukri brought us a thing and said, hey, look, crypto makes no money in March, so I can teach. He then said April's the biggest profitable months of the year, and I need to be making money. I'm not teaching. I'm going to make my money here, right? So when the markets are moving, Shukri just makes money from crypto. And when he says to us, hey, look, there's a little gap here where the market won't do much. This is what he knows, the stuff that makes him amazing. And in this gap, I will teach. And I think what he's just told me is the next time we'll be running this program is late July, early August. Is that right?
Yeah, right.
The course is...
Simon knows this, right? Because the size of our accounts, it takes like 1 month to sell, like... and then realign it again. Oh, man, it's complicated.
I've just cancelled my holiday. Which was in May. I can't go on.
Marion, I know you've got Nippy on Sunday in Bali. So look, I would register for the program and I would watch the recording on Monday or Tuesday. And if you're interested, let us know. And if there's any spots left, we will put you in. But the next time we do it, it'll be the crypto button balloon bounce bubble. The crypto bubble won't go forever. So I would tend to try and get in. I understand during Nippy that you can't have lights on and that you can't be watching this stuff, but you can keep, if you register, you'll have access to the recording and you can watch it soon after. Jenny, the course is on Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Singapore. Now, depending on where you are in the world, if you're in New Zealand, that is 5 hours later. And if you're in Australia, it depends where you are in the world exactly how that fits into your time. Singapore is GMT +8. Let me just check any more questions whether I missed them. I'm a really good coach with experience. Thanks, Paul. Cheers.
Yeah, I can vouch for that.
Thank you, mate. I really enjoyed going to Singapore and doing that program we did recently live. It's nice to be back in rooms and doing a bit of live stuff. We do have some online stuff coming up. I do miss it at the moment. I'd like to do a little bit more of it in different ways. But today's not about me and the teaching. Today's about this team that we've built of amazing people who help people. And today, really, the focus is on Shukri. Shukri, if you had one piece of advice to someone who was trying to work out whether this was for them or not for them, what would you tell them?
At the end of the day, ask yourself, what is your maximum risk tolerance? For me, it's 1,000 US. And for me, I look at crypto like this. That 1,000 US allows me to dream. And I need just one shot to be right. And I'm already in orbit and I'm dreaming. And that's enough. So at the end of the day, it's your risk tolerance.
Shukri, you came back. You joined us in Johor Bahru in March last year, right?
Yes,
February, March last year, right?
Yeah.
And that's brought you back, right? We brought you back into the whole mindset stuff, the whole trading stuff, right?
Correct. The mindset, the discipline, and all that is so very important. Again, I always remember Jeff's words. I'll mention it again. Don't try to change my religion. There are certain things that I follow like a religion, okay? Can't change that. And as long as you can follow the rules, it's okay. So you can watch the afternoon show. How Jeff says that he can't do so many things. I'm like, why is this old man not doing so many things? Now I become like him. No, you can't do that. No, you can't do this. But there are certain things that you do, we do. And that's why I think our percentage hit rate is very good, actually.
Yeah, look, I and yes, happy anniversary, ATW JB people. It is that time. It is around a year ago. Look, I really like that analogy with Jeff, right? He's a guy that just simply understands what he doesn't understand. So if he doesn't understand that, he doesn't do it, and the stuff he does, he just goes. It's like saying I'm going to do ICOs and I'm going to become bloody good at them. And other people can do other stuff and they can make all kinds of claims. Well, I'm going to do ICOs. I'm going to become bloody good at them because I'm seeing all these guys on the internet that are making 3 to 1, 10 to 1, 20 to 1, 90,000, a million. I'm just going to do that. And look, I do think you don't want to try and do everything in crypto because trying to do everything in anything is not easy. Look, freely before lockdown. We did indeed. We enjoyed Joburg. Look, I'm going to ask the team. We're coming up to an hour. We'll have to keep it around an hour. I'm going to ask the team just for a final thought. So I'm going to run through the team. I'm not sure how we are with Henry. Henry, are we back with you?
Can you hear me?
Can hear you.
Okay.
What's a final thought for you?
Final thought is do the course. Definitely. Because now is the time to do it. Because next year, you don't know, the opportunity is now. So if you have the 1,500, do it, give it a shot, learn it, and make the most of it. Yeah.
Henry, have you had any people in your life that are sort of skeptics? People going, cryptocurrency, blah, blah, blah. You shouldn't. Do you have anyone in your life like that who at the start was a bit skeptical?
Yes, I've seen people like that. But they luckily they become not skeptical. They're willing to try it. Then they find out. Yeah.
Yeah, and
it's a leap of faith thing. You need to just spend the 1,500 and give it a shot. If you at the worst you will make your money back. So you can't lose. You can't lose.
I'm going to say this, right, guys. If you don't have $1,500 to invest in this, then don't be doing it. If you've got $1,500 and $1,000 to put into an account, it is a great opportunity. And again, everyone's got to make their own decision. And I think one of the things is a lot of people are going to, along the journey, you're going to find a skeptic, and those skeptics have got a little bit less money than made in the last year than the people that we are talking to now. Fad, what about you?
Yeah, I feel that you should take the leap of faith. I think it's skeptical in the beginning, but with Shukri, I think it's crystal clear, and you gain confidence as you go along, and that is very important. And the tips that he give are very, very pinpoint accuracy. That is very important.
Fad, there's lessons to learn, isn't there?
Of course.
My understanding is that you took a coin that you thought was really good, you held on to for a little while, you cashed it up, and if you'd held it, it would have gone 10, 20, 30 times, right? There are lessons to learn, right? It's not everything is perfect. There's lessons to learn along the way, right?
Yeah, of course. You need to, the first thing, I mean, you need to take the first step. That is the most important thing. And give yourself a chance to try it out.
Look, I'm going, as I see them on my screen, I'm going to go to Simon next. Simon, final thought for you?
Yeah, there's no such thing as losing, only winning and learning, and take some profit.
Yeah, look, I really like what you said as well, Simon, right? You hit one early, you invest that money on making sure you can get into more, and you spend a year, you know, basically taking your first win as the capital to move forward, right?
Correct.
It sounds like a really nice way to multiply an account. Shukri, do you think when we met in March last year that you genuinely believed, I know you dreamt, but you genuinely believe that you'd be sitting here chatting with me, having made $1 million Sing?
No, I did not. No, I did not. That was, again, it's always about the process, guys. But one more last thing before Paul puts in the contest. You guys know me, right? When it's time to stop the party, trust me, guys, I will be the party pooper. I think during the first class, I showed you guys an FB Live, right? I told everyone to get out. I warned that you guys are gonna die. Now, this is a different morning. You guys can be rich. That's all I have to say. But one day I will sound the warning again. I don't know. I want to be in Seychelles by then, okay? I heard it's a good place to be rich in Seychelles.
Look, we've got some people around the world that you can talk to about some different places to go and be rich, Shukri. But for you, look, the hope is within the next 12 months that you'll be in Dubai or Singapore with some more friendly tax laws, doing the same thing, but having more money to keep because the government won't take quite so much off you, and living in a place which potentially is just a great place to go. Look, we are going to do the prize draw now. After the prize draw, we will come back. The prize today is $250 off a future course with Shukri. $250 off a future course with Shukri. Now, to win the prize, you've got to be in the room. Say you're here when my draws are out. Mike, can you do the prize draw, please? I'll be back on stage on camera in a second.
Okay.
Rightio, here we go. Who is going to be our winner? Who's going to be our winner? $250 off a future course program with Shukri. Oh my gosh, I don't know. John was close. Gerard, dear nearly. John, are you in the room, please? And you know which John that is, please, John, if you're in the room, you have got 10 seconds to post in and tell us that you're here. Chira is here. I knew you'd say that, Chira. John, are you in the room? John, it's John C. John, are you in the room? You asked us a question earlier on, so I think you were in the room. Are you in the room? I do not have. Yes, he is. There you go, John. You are a winner. $250. Didn't see my name on the wheel. Crystal, you know, I'm sure that Maya put you on the wheel. Maya, was Crystal on the wheel? Maya, was Crystal on the wheel? Yes, she was. Says, and honestly, Crystal, I know that normally you either win or miss by one, but occasionally you've got to let other people have some of this. Dura got to miss by one on this occasion. I will be back next Thursday night. It's just after midnight New Zealand time. So I'll be back next Thursday night with another show. I think in 2 weeks we're going to have Julian on the show. Next week may well be Ainsley talking about gold and what's happened in that market. You're more than welcome, Mark. Thank you very much. Look, I'd really like to thank, obviously I'd like to thank Shukri and Simon for coming on, but I'd really like to thank Fad and Henry. You know, it's you know, this stuff looks really easy, but actually having the guts to jump on camera and jump on in front of people and talk, it takes a bit to, and I really appreciate you being so open and honest with people. I thought one of the things today was, I knew Shukri was going to come on and say $1,000, $320,000, and that's amazing. But one of the things I wanted people to get was that it's not just Shukri and it's not just a one-off, that there's all kinds of people doing this and getting equivalent type of results on the amount of capital that they're using. So thank you for sharing that. One of the things that I hope that you find as you go through this journey is that helping people to get on the journey to financial freedom is an awesome thing. And you'll bump into some dude in the future who listen to this, who by that time has made millions of dollars, and he will be pretty damn grateful to you. So thank you very much for coming on and sharing. It really helps the credibility. We will see you all. We have got Shukri's course on Sunday We've got Crypto Moon, which is full on the 20th and the 21st. We've got the new Crypto Moon on the 27th and 28th as we run into Easter. Cheers, everybody. Thank you very much. See you guys next week.
Bye.
Thanks, guys. See you on Sunday.
Bye.
Thank you. See you guys.
Can you hear me?